Sun and Moon's array of new Pokémon has been quite interesting, and a bit different. That's definitely not a bad thing. It's actually quite refreshing to see some completely out there Pokémon with new concepts and abilities. So because I have yet to give my thoughts on any of the new additions, along with seeing a bunch more comments wanting to hear my opinions on them, and because some dude on the bus told me to make this video, I don't want to talk about that. Let's go ahead and discuss 10 of those guys in the form of a top 10, because a top 10 is literally a discussion video. Formatting. These are 10 of the new Pokemon that I feel have an interesting element to them. Whether you need to beware of these Pokemon, or they look comfy, let's discuss 10 new Pokemon that I find to have a uniquely compelling feeling to them. So welcome everyone to the top 10 interesting new Pokemon in Pokémon Sun and Pokémon Moon. Hope you enjoy. Hey everyone, I just want to take this time to thank everyone for subscribing, commenting, or even just leaving a like on my video. Seeing just how many people commented on last week's giveaway, in addition to all the support I've been receiving, has been really heartwarming. I just wanted to thank you all. I'll try my best to keep making some entertaining videos for you, and possibly bring some more giveaways to try and give back. And you know what? For those of you that didn't win in the previous giveaway, here's another one. Just click on that giveaway link in the description below and follow the instructions, and you'll be entered to win a Pokemon plushie of your choice. Anywho, thank you again, and on with the video. Number 10, Minior. Let's start off with one that is definitely a bit out there. In space, Minior is a meteor Pokemon that breaks into little things. I have no idea what to actually describe these as. They look like something out of an obscure game I own, like Elebits, or just about any App Store game. Oh, it's definitely Bejeweled. I think this was an okay Pokemon to attach the rock flying typing to. I might have preferred a rock psychic since it does feel very magical, but the actual typing isn't too much of a stretch since it is a real flying rock. I do think it is pretty neat that the concept is this meteor coming down from space, and once you activate its ability, a little cute alien-like gem pops up. It really gives me hope for more space exploration in the new games, since I've been craving another trip to space since that little taste in Noras. Number 9, Turtsinator. As of right now, this is the newest Pokemon to be released, and oh my gosh, they created a combination of Torkoal and Druddigon. Why do we keep getting all these weird dragons? I get they're trying to be unique and keeping the dragon typing interesting and maybe a little more casual, but it just looks like a derpy turtle with a manhole cover on its head. Or a landmine, which would actually make more sense since its shell explodes if you hit it. I'm sure there's some wonderful explanation for this Pokemon, like Hawaiian turtles exclusively eat dragon fruit because it helps with their skin and self-confidence, but at some point, we have to draw the line, or draw a differently designed dragon Pokemon. So far, we have Alola Exeggutor, Drampa, and the red guy from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Where are my terrifying, sleek, powerful dragons? This better not be the one near the end of the Pokedex. Number 8, Crab Brawler. They essentially took what I would have liked for a kangaroo Pokemon and put it on a crab, which is perfectly okay. I do kind of like that it's a pure fighting type instead of being a water fighting, since they are able to imply the aquatic life feeling to it through its design rather than making it a water typing. On top of that, the design itself looks pretty funny. I like the little swollen blue patch above its eye, on top of the blue and purple color scheme to really get that brawler feel, like he's been in fights and all bruised up. It's just a simply made crab that has a nicely designed concept of being a fighter, which I think is a little unique for the sea life in Pokemon, since the last water creature that lifts was Poliwrath. It's time to get into the extra unique and interesting ones with number 7, Pyukumuku. Doesn't that name just roll off the tongue? Pyukumuku. I'm sure it's a pun because of its ability innards out, and also attributes to its wonderful animation of vomiting out a hand to slap you silly. Just like a real sea cucumber. I honestly do like this Pokemon. I've come to a point where I really appreciate Pokemon that might not be the strongest, but have that good, never seen in the Pokemon universe feeling to them. Making a sea cucumber Pokemon is something not many people would have thought about or considered, but here it is, doing things that sea cucumbers actually do, like being Spider-Man. Its ability is pretty much Aftermath, but more fitting with a real-life sea cucumber shooting out its toxic filaments in defense. Honestly, at this point, I'm excited that they're branching out even more to some obscure real-life animals or objects because that means almost anything can be a Pokemon in the future. Oh, I am waiting for you, wallet Pokemon. Number 6, A Curio. These are super interesting. I feel like I said I hoped they would make something similar, where a Pokemon could have different forms, with different typings, and possibly different stats, but not necessarily taking up more spots in the Pokedex. Different from just having an ability like Aegislash though. But I could have just been thinking it, and the world will never know. These birds are quite intriguing. They have completely different forms, with different typings, and are each dancers with a different style. Not to mention, there's 4 different forms, which means they could be linked to the 4 islands, and possibly the Island Guardians, since they look like the presenter or the henchman to the more powerful entity, like Iago from Aladdin, or Odie to Garfield, I guess. My personal favorite is the Sensu-style ghost version, but the Pom-Pom one is hilarious, so we can mention that one. I feel like they will have some very compelling in-game events or stories where you have to collect all of them to summon something special. So I really look forward to seeing more information, and I can't wait to see if they will have different stats even though they are all technically the same Pokemon. You better beware of this one, because number 5 is Wimp Odd. This kind of looks like it's going to be the Stunfisk of Sun and Moon. With it being the Turntail Pokemon and its ability Wimp Out, which makes it run away or swap with another Pokemon when it gets below half HP, I think it could possibly just be a funny gimmicky Pokemon. Or it could be the next Magikarp, where it evolves into a complete beast, like a bug dragon maybe. I think that would be a great way to really add on to this Pokemon, and showing little kids that it's okay to be scared of things, because you too can grow up into a bug dragon when you grow to about level like 45 or something. Please don't be a standalone Pokemon. You can do something at least. Don't wimp. Oh, it's gonna wimp out. Number 4, beware of Stuffle. These 2 guys are some of the weirdest bear Pokemon in the game. They look like cute teddy bears, and Stuffle's got this do not remove tag on its butt. But you know what? That's okay. They have quite a different design with their contrasting colors and their headbands. And I don't know, they're just fluffy plushies that are a normal fighting type. It's probably not the best idea to straight up hug a Beware though, because you need to beware of just how strong this Pokemon is, since it can crush almost anything with its strong arms. It's literally the strong arm Pokemon, with a cute and somewhat non-threatening look, which is really false advertising. At least Stuffle is stuffed full of cuteness and won't harm you. That's how you do it, Stuffle. You and your little butt tag. Number 3, Wishy Washy. Back to school. A fish. There's a lot of fish in this one. Wishy Washy is a tiny fish, kind of resembling Tynamo, but has a really unique ability that I think is one of the best new abilities to be released. This little fish Pokemon is a pure water type that has the ability Schooling, which allows this cute looking fish Pokemon to combine with many of its brethren, and sisterin, maybe, to form a terrifying sea monster, so it can school its opponents. I really love these Pokemon with new forms, and seeing the different ways they attain those forms. Having these small fish come together to make that is really awesome, and changes my view on the random non-evolving Pokemon in this generation. While I don't know for sure whether or not this guy will evolve, having an ability like that on a Pokemon that doesn't would really bring something new to non-evolving Pokemon, so they can still have that complete feeling without having to evolve or Mega Evolve. Number 2, Mimikyu. I think its name is a combination of meme and cute, but we can't be too sure. Mimikyu is possibly the perfect combination of creepy and adorable. It's a ghost fairy type that wears old Pikachu merchandise in the hope that someone will love it just as much as everyone loves Pikachu. Its disguise ability allows it to absorb some of the damage before making its appearance change. Now, I don't know if they'll actually be showing what's underneath the Pikachu, because the video kind of cuts off right after the little Pikachu's head plops down. But I think it'd be another top tier ability if it did actually remove the Pikachu outfit and showed off how Mimikyu really looked. Its description is just really sad, and I feel pretty bad for this little guy. So it's honestly nice to see all the random fan art popping up in support of Mimikyu. You finally got the love you wanted, Mimikyu. Now let's see what you can do. Number 1, Palossand. They made a Sandcastle Pokemon. I made a Sandcastle once when I was a kid. I didn't turn into a Pokemon though. This is actually great. I'm getting to the point where I get really excited for super out there Pokemon ideas. I like Chandelure, I want Cutlery Pokemon, let's get excited for a pile of sand. I just really love these random ghost Pokemon possessing any object they want. It's like Haunter decided he needed a vacation and went to the beach. They always have these unique descriptions as well, such as Sandygast manipulating children into increasing its body size by bringing it more sand. Or Palossand controlling adults and stealing the life force of Pokemon that just want to have a fun time playing in a sandcastle. Ghosts are messed up, man. I do like this typing, I like the super out there design, and I especially like how fitting its ability, water compaction, is to a sandcastle. I mean, usually a sandcastle would be destroyed by a huge wave of water, but if you just throw a little water at a sandcastle, it might make it more solid and increase its defense by 2 stages as well. Regardless, I do think it'll be awesome to see these Pokemon on the beachfront property in Pokémon Sun and Pokémon Moon. Thanks everyone for watching! Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more, and don't forget to click that link in the description for the giveaway. And follow me on Twitter to see the winners of the previous giveaway. If they don't claim the prizes in time, I'll be giving those away again as well. I really appreciate all the support, I just wanted to give something back, so we'll try to have more giveaways in the future for you all. Thanks for tuning in, and let me know which Pokemon you liked in the comments below. Until next time, keep on catching!